Welcome back, everybody, to the 2019 US Indoor Skydiving Open Championships, live from iFly Virginia Beach. And we're just in the current practice rounds for the dynamic two-way advance. So whilst they're warming up, just like to take this opportunity to thank one of our sponsors, Mr. Lenny Pulley, who is the CEO of EA Power Solutions. Lenny, welcome. And may I say thank you so much for the sponsorship you've been giving us, not just this year, but you started your sponsorship last year. Can you just explain to me why you're investing in this sport and this championship?
Yes, well, EA Power Solutions, well, I'm going to start by saying we're proud to support this event. This is the second year we've done so. We've been working with iFly for the past several years and have saved them an enormous amount of money on our energy ventures. And we're happy that this money can be put towards events like this, or some of it can be put towards events like this. You know, this is dear to me because I'm a former paratrooper myself. I served, I jumped as an 82nd Airborne style of jumping, which is static line, so I went in Special Forces free fall jumping. So this is dear and near to me, this type of sport.
So have you ever been in the tunnel? Have you ever enjoyed that?
I have. You know, I was in the original tunnel. I think it was the only one around at the time, way back. I don't want to give away my age, but this goes way back when the Fort Bragg had their original tunnel there. The technology is not nearly where it is now, and it was very difficult. And you know, I was a static line jumper, so I didn't have a lot of experience. I had some personal jumps, 6 or 8 personal free fall jumps. And so I can really appreciate the difficulty of this sport. And you know, you look at it and it looks easy to the untrained eye, but it's very difficult to do.
I agree with you completely in that. You can watch the competitors, the level of competitors that we have at this moment in time, and you would not be criticized for thinking that sport's easy. It's really not. And we've both experienced it the first time in the tunnel. You will know that it's really, really, really difficult. And to get to this point, to get to this level that these flyers have, the dedication and the time, the commitment, and sponsorship to help these events are superb. So really, really appreciate it. And we're hoping you'll get to go in the tunnel again sometime. You can see how it compares and varies to previous occasions.
Yes, I don't know how good at my age I'd be in the tunnel anymore, but you know, I know one thing: it takes a lot of hard training to get to the level of where these kids are now. And some of them are so young, you know. And I encourage kids, or anybody, not just kids, anybody, to come use this tunnel, you know, or any of the tunnels around the country or around the world. You know, if you want to get that experience of exactly what it feels like where you see these special forces or even civilians doing these free falls, skydiving, you can get that simulation. That's why these skydivers use these to get the simulation of doing it in the real thing. So I would encourage people to take up this sport or go try it. I guarantee you, if you do it, you'll be hooked. You'll want to continue to do it. And we're again proud to be sponsors of it. Bob, of course, and myself are both disabled combat veterans, and so our companies have a bond that we look forward to continuing and expanding on that relationship in the future and expanding our support of this event into the future.
Really appreciate your attendance coming here, Lenny. Thank you very much indeed. Really appreciate the sponsorship and the ongoing support you're providing to this developing sport. And thank you very much. Thank you for your time, sir. Thank you for your service.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
So what we're going to do now is let you watch a bit of this practice, and then I'm going to bring in Randy Connell, who is the Operations Director of USIS, United States Indoor Skydiving, and we're going to get a perspective from him exactly what his role is. So I'll be back with you shortly.